Joining us on the show today is a content creator, model, reality TV star, and the second runner-up on the 7th season of the Big Brother Naija reality show, Level Up. Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome Big Bella to the show.
Drum roll! The pink lady. Pink Belle.
Love. I love Big Bella because what Bella is so petite. Oh, wow.
We can see that. You look lovely.
Thank you so much.
So yeah, I love that you chose Big Bella because what? Alrighty, I know that the suspense is killing people, right? Of course, we still have Bella here. And welcome to the show,
guys.
Bella, because we have not even said one thing to you.
Thank you for...
It's Big Bella way, man.
You know, when you welcome Big Bella, you have to do a show.
Oh,
You
yeah?
have to stage stuff, give them suspense, tension them.
Big Bella!
Bella, has it been getting out of the Big Brother Naija house, like since you did this new fame, a celebrity status, you know, how's it going?
It's been good. It's been overwhelming. A little bit confusing, but like I'm getting the hang of it, to be honest.
Yeah, so that's...
It's not been easy.
Okay, so because I've seen some housemates complain about the stress and how it's been taking a toll on them and their mental health. So how have you been able to deal with all of that? Is it something that you got yourself prepared for, or is it something that is more than you can handle?
I actually did not prepare for this, so like no one prepares you for this. No one tells you how like getting into the house and how coming out of the house will be. So it's like actually like a different experience and something totally new. So coming out of the house, like I was coming out to like, you know, how bad can it be? How bad can it be? But more, it's bad though. Like it's actually really stressful. So stressful. Your mental health, emotionally stressful, physically, everything. It's really stressful, but I feel like when you have the right people in your corner, it makes it better. So I have my family in my corner, and that makes it better.
Talking about your family, Bella, you did something in the house that made me really respect you a lot. You didn't really say much about where you're coming from and who your family was. I'm good friends with your brother, but you didn't even say so much about that. You let people judge you by what they see and not what you are, where you're coming from. So how was that for you? Was that a strategy for you, or that was just who you are naturally?
I mean, that's actually who I am naturally. I don't speak about my family much. Unless you really know me, then you know by yourself. But left to me, I wouldn't say anything to you. I'm quite private, too private for that matter. So going on the show, I mean, my family, they love their privacy as well. And going on the show, I wanted it to be about me. It to be about Big Bella. Not about, oh, this person's sister, this person's G-get. So I just wanted it to be about me. So that was very intentional. But that's actually me. I don't really talk. I don't talk much.
Interesting stuff.
I don't talk much.
Yeah, getting to know Big Bella, a lot of things came to light. We saw how you could deal with people around you. And the fact that we found out that you barely have friends. You said you have just a few friends and you're a private person.
Yeah.
So mingling with a housemate and having one or two squashes with different housemates, people you've never met in your life. What was the experience like in the house, getting close to one particular person, shared, and then eventually opening up to one or two people and making friends with them?
I would say, like, going into the house, my major worry was how will I get along with the housemates? Because I'm actually not the most friendly person. I can be friendly if you get to know me and I get to know you. But I'm not the most friendly person. I'm not the kind of person that will just see you and be like, oh, hi, I want to be your friend. That's not my life at all. So getting into the house, that was like one of my most, I was very worried about it. So when I got into the house and I met the housemates, they were not that bad, to be honest. Like, it wasn't that bad, like I expected. And I mean, I had like a best friend there. Shex was my best friend in the house, so it was actually easy going by.
This is so interesting because there was one clip that you did before you went into the house and you said, I am the life of the party. I said, ha! I said, ha!
I'm not the life of the party.
Bella, who was that you were selling? Say you know what? Because you had done that before you entered. So
Yeah.
when I just came across it, I'm like, no, don't do that again.
What are you trying to
What
say?
is happening?
I understand me that I said I'm for everybody and I'm for nobody. I ended up, let me not say what I did.
I mean, the thing is that before going into the house, like you say so many things, just enter the house. Let me just be this to you, woman. Let me just say anything I want to say and enter the house. The priority was entering the house.
Yeah. So there was a particular scene right there in the house where, you know, when Ebuka is about to talk to you and all that, and then you were up for eviction or something, and then you just were so worried because, you know, the response from the crowd outside. He said, they don't like us. They don't like the energy was not just positive.
Wait, is it the day they were like saying Bella, Bella, Bella?
I think so. I think there was a particular day like that. You were just so worried. You said, did you hear the audience? Like, it's sounding like they don't like us. You were so worried about it. When I'm sure that thought was still somewhere coming out. And then once you stepped out of that house, finally, what was the feeling? Did it match what you thought?
It actually didn't match. The love was massive. The love was too much. In fact, but like being inside there, the best thing for you to do is not to hear anything that's going on outside. Not to even see anything. That would actually break you. It actually broke me, hearing my name like that. Like, why would they want me to leave? Who wants me to leave? That means the whole world hates me. But then I was saved. I'm like, that means there must be love and there will be hate. But at the end of the day, like as human beings, you would always like just focus on the hate. But like, I mean, for me to have been saved that means people love me, right? I didn't think about it that way. But coming out and hearing like, Bella, we love you, Big Bella. I even got a bouquet. That was it for me. That was it for me.
Bella, I mean, you had so many moments in the house. You had friction with housemates in the house as well. You had moments. But what's that one moment that you can, if you had the chance to go back into the house, you would change? You won't let happen the way it happened. What's that one moment for you?
I would say, I mean, I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't take back anything. But if I could say one thing I would take back, actually, is the many misunderstandings I had in the house concerning food. But saying it here, like, it's actually easy to say it here, to be honest, because I'm out of the house. But inside that place, it's different too.
It's different.
It's actually different. I mean, I've been there.
Yeah.
So if you're hungry, you're hungry, and you're going to fight for food. You're going to fight for food regardless. But yeah, I'll take back the many misunderstandings. Yeah. Emotions are always high inside there, so I will still fight if I enter there. So. But yeah, if I could change something, maybe I'll change that.
Yeah, and then you talked about so many things. You talked about, in fact, I saw an interview where you were talking about, growing up, how you did not like your legs, you know, how people body shamed you. They said your legs are footballers' legs and all that. That's so surprising and shocking to me because I've seen your legs so many times and I'm like,
What's wrong with her legs?
What's wrong with her legs?
It's crazy.
And then in the house too, you spoke about how, I think you guys were just discussing one thing and you talked about your voice, that your voice does not match your, like, I don't know what and then you were very naughty at some point, and then you were talking about, I love how vulnerable you can be sometimes. You were talking about how at some point you did not know how to pronounce CH, that you say like Shioma, and all that.
I had like that evil accent.
I mean, that vulnerability and those things that you did not like, how did you now, you know, how did you grow up to now be you and be so confident? I mean, you want to talk to somebody right now because there are so many people who are battling with some, you know, insecurity.
At the end of the day, you just have to always love yourself. You're the most beautiful girl in the whole room or the most beautiful boy in the whole room. So you have to have that self-confidence and that self-love. If you don't have self-love, you're broken. So self-love is key and it's everything. So for me, like growing up and being a child, it's easy for someone to say, oh, your legs are bad and it will like get to you. But no one can tell me that like I'm actually the most beautiful girl in the whole world. And that's how I see myself, no cap. Like I'm perfect.
Big energy.
I'm perfect. And for my voice, growing up, I'm so tiny, so why is my voice this loud? You get? And people are like, oh, you have man's voice. I'm like, okay, that actually affected me, but I had like the right people. I've always had the right people at my corner, so people that like see me as the most beautiful girl in the whole world.
And you said your brother even said that you wouldn't.
Yeah, my brother would be like, you can't date a girl that has straight legs. So I'm just like, okay, that means my legs are not bad, though. Hot legs. So yeah.
We still have Big Bella in the building with the big energy and self-love.
Hi guys.
And it's so amazing to have you here on the show today.
Thank you.
So I wanted to ask you this. It's a different reality So there are three realities. The first one before you go into the house.
Okay.
Then when you get into the house, it's a different reality. You don't know what's going on outside. And then you come out to a different reality altogether. How have you been able to manage it so far with all the psychological effect, everybody wanting you to do this? I can imagine everybody having a say in your life right now.
Like,
Right. So how have you been able to manage the scenario right
it's
now?
actually too bad. Like, everyone feels like they have the right to tell you what to do. They even feel like they have the right to tell you what to eat. You shouldn't eat that, you shouldn't eat this. Like, I'll open my DM and I'll be saying like, oh, you look malnourished. You don't even know what I'm going through. Like, it's actually that bad. Like,
imagine.
so many things. I'm just like, but you don't even know what I'm going through. Like, you don't know what I'm going through behind closed doors. You don't know what I have been through.
No, you didn't say that.
And you just think it's
How can
easy.
somebody say that you look malnourished?
So many things. Oh, I'm a big fan of yours, but I think you look malnourished. You need to start eating. Like, how can you be a fan and be a hater at the same time?
Wow.
So it's crazy. Like, they think they can tell you what to do because they watch you on TV. And being in a confined space, you're a different person. I mean, like, I live my reality in there, and I live my truth in there. But being inside that house, it's totally different from what I would do outside. Because I was in a confined space with strangers. I would never be in such a space like outside. I can choose to be there or not to be there. But there, you had to be there. It's a do or die affair. Like, you needed to be there. I mean, it's not a do or die affair. I actually want to leave, but...
We all have
But you get what I'm trying to say, yeah.
Yeah.
But then, so it's... They think they have the right to, like, control your life, tell you what to do, who to be with, what to eat. But at the end of the day, like, people have to understand that you're a person, an adult, so you choose what is right and what is good for you. And people are, like, battling so many things and fighting so many things behind closed doors that people, like, they might never want to share or feel comfortable sharing. But so I don't know why people think it's okay to control people's lives. So, but for me, I mean, like, it actually affected me, like, a few weeks coming out of the house. But now, like, I'm in control of my life and I'll do what I want to do.
All right, talking about reality, right? So people have been saying since you left, they're not talking, oh, Shegs and Bella, oh, what's happening and all that. Then I saw one place where you said that, you know, it is just because of these people too, because we just don't want them to. And then you were talking about how you felt that Shegs was not looking good, and then you cannot even say hi to him just because of these people and all that. I really want to know what the situation is, and are you still going to allow people control your feelings and how you actually really feel about this relationship?
So here is the truth, right? It was never about, like, what the world had to say. I know why I chose not to speak about him coming out of the house. So it's never about what the world's opinion. People always have opinions. That's normal. Even when you eat the right thing, they always say, why are you eating that? Everyone has something to say, always. So it's never about people's opinions. It's about, like, something else. I wouldn't want to, like, talk about here, but, like, I'm just saying, he's my best friend, and we're cool.
Still is your best friend. Interesting.
It is.
In past editions of Big Brother, we've seen where fans have created a vacuum between housemates, and it has led to wars between these housemates, thanks to them listening to their fans. But I like what you did recently. You tweeted at some people saying that people would always say what they want to say, but you are going to do what you want to do, and people should stop trying to tell you what to do. So since you came out of the house, we've seen your close friendship with some housemates, especially with Fina, the sisterhood love and all of that. So how did you guys get that close? Because back in the house, we didn't think you guys were that close. So where did that start from?
I mean, like, the last week, I actually got to know Fina on a more deeper level. Like I said, it takes me a while to get to know people. So with Fina, it happened the last week. And then we left together, like, we left the house together. So being in the hotel for, like, the media rounds and stuff, actually, like, we became so close. We actually became so close. Fina was there for me when I needed someone the most. So when I would cry every night before sleeping, when I was so sad, when I was down, she was there for me. So that actually, like, made us this close. So she's a best friend.
Let's talk about you. Now. I mean, you're out of the house. This is what you wanted, to get your name out there. So when you walk into doors, you don't have to introduce yourself. So now that has happened, what's the next big thing for you? What are the plans? What are your fans looking out for?
It's all about pushing my brand out there. Like, I always talk about my brand because Big Bella is a brand, right? Bella Okabwe brand. So I have something dropping tomorrow, actually. So it's all about making money, pushing my brand out there, just involving myself into different spaces and different things, and entering doors that have been closed, like...
Yeah.
before.
By the way, I look forward to you using your voice to do amazing things.
Oh, yeah?
Voiceovers, films,
Really?
movies. There's a big space for you out there.
There is.
So good to have you on the show.
Big Bella is versatile. She can do
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, because you were in a video recently, right?
Yes,
yes, and
I
people
have
were
done a
actually
few
talking
things.
about it. So well done, and then you
Thank
talked
you.
about your swimwear too.
Yeah, my swimwear.
All right, well done. Ah, wow.
I don't want this show to end.
Let's not end now.
But then we have to go.
All right, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
actually enjoyed being here.
Amazing on the show today. We had Big Bella in the building. AKA Big Bell. We also had Catherine and the amazing Honey Plenty. Opo.